Well, hi everyone. Welcome now to a very special edition of the Cubs Pub. Jack Brickhouse reporting. September 23rd, 1908, the Polo Grounds, New York City. The first-place Giants and second-place Cubs in a key late-season Donnybrook struggle. 1-1 score, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. The Giants with runners on first and third. Bridwell, the batter, singled sharply to center. A clean hit. McCormick crosses the plate with what by all appearances seemed to be the winning run. But the first base runner never touched second base. Instead, he ran for the safety of the home clubhouse to avoid the mob of fans who swarmed the field in celebration. The Cubs eventually got the game ball, or at least a ball, to Johnny Evers, who stepped on second base before the base runner ever did, activating the never-before-utilized rule that a third-out fielder's choice play nullifies both a run and a hit. Umpire Hank O'Day ruled that the run did not count and that further play was impossible due to the fans on the field. 3 days later, the game was officially ruled a 1-1 tie. And when the Giants and Cubs finished the regular season in a first-place tie almost 2 weeks later, the initial playoff game in league history was held, again at the Polo Grounds, essentially a replay of the tie game, and the Cubs won this time 4-2, thereby becoming National League champions, and then, after beating Detroit, World Series champions. Thus the legend of maybe the most infamous blunder in baseball history, Merkle's boner. Named, of course, after that base runner who failed to touch second base. That man has never spoken publicly on the record about the controversy that he precipitated that day until now. In a world exclusive here on the Cubs Pub and the 1908 World Champions Network, Frederick Charles Merkle, at long last, finally has his say. And now to talk to Fred Merkle on this, the 100-year anniversary of his so-called boner, here's Harry.
Okay, thank you, Brick. And, well, listen, Merkle, I just want to begin offering you my sincerest thank you for coming on with us. This, of course, is a great interview to get, and I think it's awfully nice. No, you don't have to nod. You could... Don't be afraid just to talk right into it. Well, listen, you know this whole the legend that grew around this, Merkle's boner, and there's worse things that a fella can be associated with again, I think, than a boner. And, I was just thinking about this before we started. Have the people from that product, Niagara, have they ever contacted? Listen, I don't mean to embarrass you. And again, I think worse things to be known for than a fellow's boner, They talk about your boner and they call it a bonehead play and all that, but actually, I think you deserve credit as a Cub hero, a genuine hero. Without you, they wouldn't have won in 1908 for Frank Chance. And so I, on behalf of Cub fans, want to thank you for that too. But listen, Merkle, really, let's just not beat around the bush anymore. And now, ready? Let me just ask you the question that everybody wants to ask you. Get right to it. You're on first base, 2 outs. There's a drive, center. Here's a hit. Here's a man racing for and there you go, racing for the club. You didn't go to second base, so well, let me just ask you, why? Well, so you want to talk about the second base play? Well, of course. And what did you think? Well, I just thought you wanted me to talk about my meatloaf. Merkle's meatloaf. It's a great recipe. I mean, but you don't. Well, I'm sorry. There's just a misunderstanding. Where are you going? I'm sorry, man.
Just a misunderstanding.